Hey guys, I was holding off on making this video as long as I possibly could, but I started to gather the evidence and I cannot ignore these red flags any longer. So let's dive in and take a look and see if you agree that the Able Sisters is actually a sweatshop run by Mabel, who is holding Sable against her will. Off the bat, she says something that sticks out as odd to me that catches my attention. As soon as you enter the shop, she welcomes you. Welcome to Able Sisters, where we sell fashions made lovingly by Claw. Now, first I thought, oh, hedgehogs have claws, but it's interesting that she doesn't say paw, which would have a nicer connotation to it, but instead she says claw, which yes, hedgehogs have claws, but I started thinking maybe the claw is the weapon that she's using to threaten her sister, forcing her to churn out all these styles of clothes that surpass even fast fashion brands like Shein or Shine or whatever you call it. So then, as you know, when you go over to Sable, when you're first interacting with her, she does not open up to you right away. She keeps her head down and she says, no talking, only sewing, and odd things like that. And if you notice, Mabel, who follows you around the shop, watching you like a hawk, she's interjecting for her sister. Oh, whoops, I'm happy to help you. So then, when you finally do get Sable to open up to you after talking to her repeatedly, she begins to trust you. And it takes a long time, and you can tell that she's nervous. She doesn't take her eyes off her work until you get her to open up. And I think she's speaking in code. She says things that are still a little odd, like I've been stuck in here all summer. And if you notice, Mabel's still interjecting, getting nervous of what Sable might let slip. In this interaction, Sable kind of calls her out on it. But yeah, so I started thinking, all these styles that are available every single day, new styles in the fitting room, in the shop, there is no possible way that one hedgehog can be doing it all. She's just there sewing day in, and we don't know what goes on when it's closed. It closes at 9 p.m., earlier than everything else. I've never seen Sable in the coffee shop. I don't know for sure if she can go in there. If you've seen her in there, let me know in the comments so then I can have evidence that she's allowed to get out, that her sister's allowing her to. So let's review the facts. Everything is made by Claw. Is that the weapon Mabel's using against her? She won't trust you. She seems to be speaking in code in every interaction you have with her. She's nervous of her sister. She refuses to look up. I think she gets you to trust her. And once you trust her, then she's kind of hinting that she's here against her will. Then she starts to say things like, I know it's summer because I'm making short sleeves. Or, I know it is because of all the things we're selling. She's not going outside at any point during the day. We know that as fact. Now, the other thing is the third sister, Mabel, who's there on your island once a week selling fashions. Sable has mentioned her. Now, my theory is that Mabel was actually able to escape, and she shows up on your island and attempts to help Sable get out. And so when Sable's asking about her, she's kind of hinting, hey, has Mabel mentioned anything? Or Mabel, has she sent for me? Is she gonna bust me out of here? So let me know what you think in the comments. Maybe Mabel's in on it. Maybe Mabel's the mastermind and Mabel doesn't even want to be here. But all I know is Sable is putting in way too much work. She is hand-making, or quote-unquote claw-making, all of these fashions. And Mabel will not let you speak privately to